Sports. It's the Orlando Sentinels taking on the Chicago Bears.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Orlando Sentinels. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Bears take over.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Robinson.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier. He was taking
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Now Wilson. And right side, Henry's got it.
Wilson's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield. push it a little bit more and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Yeah, they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bennett. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, you have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Harold Landry drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
3, Bears nothing.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title ballot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter. They give it off here to the tight end. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
On the run, it's Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. After 1 on EA Sports.
Sentinels 3, Bears nothing.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now an option play on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line from pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
2nd down and goal. Wilson fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has come up with it.
Wilson on the keeper.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Orlando takes back over on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Number 82. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second
quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
17. Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, short pass caught by Henry. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Robinson, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now running right through him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
throwing again. Wilson. The toss here completed to Pittman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards into Chicago first down. Wilson. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Wilson's pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A
This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
1st and 10. At their own.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Wilson. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Roughing the passer defense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
A loss of 9 yards.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down now, it's Robinson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's another.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Going to give this time to the tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Intercepted.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Orlando takes back over on offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
27. Bears nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Go. Go. Check 52's the mic. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the
Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56 the mic.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
56. Mike, 56. Go. 56. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him.
Delay of game, offense.
Thank you.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6. Tonight.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.